This is one coat, just one coat only, of this very, very old essie, Funships. Wasn't even released in this country as far as I know. It was, this is not the one that was released this year. This is the old one with the original number. I'll go into more detail later, but I've just put one coat. This is just one coat so far. Looks quite good against some of my baby lips and lip balms, doesn't it? What I'm like for my colour schemes and whether things match or not, or contrast well with each other. I'm really pleased with this nail polish, and especially considering how really old it is. So I'm very pleased with this essie. I've got the overhead daylight bulb on, and I'm as close to the window up here as I can get, facing north, and it's a very dull overcast day. Now, the newspaper last week, I read in the Daily Mail, they were saying, oh, it's summer's coming back, prepare yourselves, like, you know, we're going to have a heat wave, and it's one of the coldest weeks so far this autumn, since autumn started, and oh, I'm all cold and shivery and snuffly, so, because it gets so cold. So talk about papers being wrong with their predictions. It wasn't even a weather forecast, it was like an article in the paper saying the summer's coming back. Oh yes, I'm sure. I wish it would. We didn't have much of a one, I don't think. It was okay in parts, but anyhow, this is the nail polish review. Very vintage essie, as I already said. This is the one that was released. Oh, I don't know when it was. I'll find out and then write it in the annotation. But it was a few years ago now, I can tell you, from the it was a cruise ships collaboration or something, and this is called Funships, as I've already said. And there it is, and it's lovely. And this is one coat on this hand. I should have put two coats on this hand, because this one always comes off worst. But it's perfect condition, and I've noticed that with older nail polish, it has a different sort of smell than new nail polish, and I think it must be because of the ingredients that were different then. Because it's got that, what I call a nail polish, older nail polish smell. I've noticed it with other nail polishes that are older, of different formulations, or some of the nail polishes you get from China that don't have all the restrictions applied to maybe that Europe and America has, and so yeah, I don't want to go on too much about it, but I'm pleased with it. It's very nice. Mind you, it screams summer, and I thought I applied it thinking, well, we're going to have a nice hot week, and now it's got cold, so I hope the weather's going to get warm again. Right. Okay. I've got an acid green themed today. I don't know why, but I decided I'd have an acidy theme. But I don't know why, because I don't know if it goes with this nail polish. I couldn't decide on which colour to wear with it. I thought does it look good with sweet apple? We'll get the silliness out of the way first, shall we? I was going to wear this. In fact, I might wear that because... Okay. I'm being silly. I said we'll get the silliness out of the way first. Does it go with that? So I think I might wear this when I go out rather than what I've got on, because it's quite cold today. But I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet. That might go better with it. Oh, enough of the nonsense. Where's the nail polish? Very, 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 very pleased with this so far. It's got can you see the gold sheen in that? I hope the camera's picking it up. I mean the webcam. Well, it is a camera as such as well, isn't it? And yeah, it's called, I have already photographed that to show you essie Funships, and the number to show you that this is the old one, not the new one. There. Yes, this is number 514. I can't remember what the new Essie Funships number is. I don't know if it'd be as good as this one because I'm pretty certain, I can't swear to it, but I'm pretty certain it'd probably smell differently because it'd be a different formulation. Because I don't know if it's 2012 this one was first put out, or 2006 or 2008. I know it's been a few years, but I'll try and find the information on it and talk about it next time. Let me show you the brush. A regular Essie brush. It's not a too narrow brush, it's just I think they made them narrower after this time for the American market anyway, and of course we got the wide ones, but yeah, it's got a lovely gold sheen in there. I'm not usually that keen on these sort of nail polishes, but I love this one. Look for another background. It might have a Sainsbury's bag, it might go against an orange background. Anyhow, we'll see how it goes on throughout the week. I'll keep you informed. And oh no, I think Sweet Apple looks too bluish on here, and she's a bright limey green. It's funny how this webcam does things to different colours. Anyhow, I've rambled on long enough as usual, as I do, but again, I'm enthusiastic about this one, so please forgive. If anyone loves nail polish, then I'm sure, you know, they don't mind looking at it. They just don't want to hear me rambling on, I know. Yeah, I'll be back to report how it goes on throughout the week. I snagged that one already today. Scraped it on something, and I've got a little bit of shrink back from those two nails. But otherwise, I'm quite pleased with it. It's very nice. Well, it's day 2 of this, and I'm having to hold the computer out with one hand and get under the daylight bulb because it's such an overcast day today outside that even though I'm standing, even though I usually sit near the window facing north with the computer, and it's usually adequate for me to do the webcam videos in the daytime, it's too dark today. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's just gone 2:15 in the afternoon. And it's really overcast, so dark today. And yet we were promised summer again. Anyhow, this is day 2 of this, and I've filled in that little chip that was on this nail, and the rest still look fine. And on this hand, I had a tiny bit of shrink back from tip wear, a tiny bit of shrink back from the tips on those two, and I've touched that up, and it's fine. I haven't got another nail polish exactly the same colour as this. All the nail polishes I've got, and yet I haven't got one exactly the same colour as this. It's a kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's a kind of corally pink. It looks pink in some lights, it looks red in others, coral in others, and it's got like a slight golden shimmer, sheen, pearly effect to it. It's really quite unique. I didn't think it would be, but it really, really is, because I'd never worn it before, so I'm very pleased with it. It's lovely. I know it's a vintage one, but Essie re-released it this year, but this is the original one, so I don't know what the new one is like, whether they've reformulated it. You know how dreadful some of these reformulations are. But yeah, this is day 2. See, this is it with me sitting where I usually sit when I do webcam videos in the day, and this is how little light there is coming through today from the window, even though it's just the middle of the afternoon. So I shall now just stop this and then put the daylight bulb on and see the difference it makes when I'm sitting in the place where I usually sit. I don't think it makes a lot of difference, so. See? Because of the situation where I am, it makes no difference, and I can't put the computer in any other. The only other place I can put it is here, so that's even darker, and I can't put it there unless I kneel on the floor, and it's too uncomfortable, so that's why I had to hold it out in front of me with one hand. But anyhow, yeah, day 2 of Essie's very vintage Funships, and it's more of a summery. I'd say this would look lovely in the summer in a hot sun. I guess that's why it's called Funships. It's really quite unique. I don't know why they never released it in the UK, but I doubt that's going to happen now. They are owned by Maybelline, not Maybelline, sorry, they are owned now by L'Oreal, And look what L'Oreal do with the baby lips. They think we're incorrect consumers for certain ones, like the lovely Pina Colada Pow, which is my favourite baby lips ever. And yet, oh, we weren't allowed to have it in the UK because we're considered not the correct consumers for it. But still, I don't want to go off on a tangent about that because that's for totally another video. People that's interested in nail polishes and essie nail polishes may not be at all interested in baby lips, even though they're all owned by the same company now. So yeah, L'Oreal have got their fingers in very many pies, including buying out a club that created a beauty and then closing them down. But anyhow, that's other matters. I always go off on these wild tangents, but they're all sort of connected somehow. So I hope you forgive me mentioning that. There we go, Saturday. Oh, we're recording right. Update on the nail polish. I applied it Wednesday night and it's now Saturday and it's still perfect. I touched up that little scratch on that nail where I dug a bit out of it, and I took a tiny bit of shrink back from the tips, so I just touched those up. But apart from that, it's still perfect. And when I was rambling on further in the video, when I put it all together, I edited out, but I was saying, oh, I think this was released in 2008, 2012. This was released in 2005, so this is a very old bottle of nail polish and it's perfect. And as I was saying, it's got that smell that you don't get in nail polishes today. It's not unpleasant. I don't mean it's unpleasant, I just mean it's different. But yes, so this little bottle of nail polish was released in 2005 from the cruise ships collection. I have put all the information at the start of the video if anyone read it, so you'll know then the history of this. I don't think this has ever been released in the UK, not even in the cruise ships. But the latest one of these with a different serial number, I can't remember what it is, it's a 4-digit number. I think it's 11 something. And that was only released in Canada from the, what was it called? It's called the same name as this nail polish. Oh, Funships. But it's a Tropical Lights collection. But this is Funships from the Cruise Lines collection. Right, I might be able to edit out what I said earlier about, oh, this was released in 2012 or 2008. It was neither. It was released in 2005. So this little bottle of nail polish was released in 2005 and probably made maybe in even 2004, and it's still totally perfect, as I showed. And it's got a nail polish smell that you got in older nail polishes but you don't find today. I don't think this collection has ever been released in the UK. Certainly the Funships that they re-released in 2016 and earlier this year, in the Tropical Lights collection, was only released in Canada, though it may have filtered into like other countries now, like Germany. I think it's for sale in Germany, this particular nail polish. I'm hoping that's showing up. Says essie Funships 514, then that's the number, because that's the original one from 2005 from the cruise ships collection. It was in collaboration with the cruise lines, and I don't think it was ever released in the UK. It was probably released in America and elsewhere, but I've not found any indication this was ever released in the UK, though of course I may be wrong. But certainly the one they've released for 2016 has not been released in the UK, but of course they are owned by L'Oreal now, as I've already gone into great lengths to talk about. So yeah, so that's this is the Saturday after I applied it on the Wednesday, and it's still fine. Chipped my nail. Very quick update on this nail polish while I'm here. Obviously that's chipped, not because the nail polish is chipped, but because I broke a bit of my nail off yesterday. It was a bit of a rough nail, and then I just pulled it off and it came off, and so a bit of the nail polish has come off with it, and it's pulled off a bit of nail polish as well. But that was why that one is like that, and I'm not going to bother to because I usually take my nail polish off. I don't usually go anywhere, like I would just stay at my friends on, well, you don't need to know all this, but I don't usually go anywhere where I'm seen, but I don't go into town or shops or anything, or cafes on Mondays and Tuesdays normally, so then this will be taken off soon, but it's lasted really well, and bearing in mind it was released in 2005, so this is a very old vintage bottle. I mean, I didn't acquire it then, I only acquired it in recent times, but it's one of the old ones. You saw the serial number 514 underneath. It's not the new Essie Funships. I don't know if the formulation's different. From what I can gather, from what I've heard, it's just as good a formulation as this one, but I doubt it smells exactly the same. But I've got my little friend downstairs meowing, so I've got to let her out in a minute. She's going to have to wait for 2 seconds while I finish this. But what I wanted to say was I haven't got another one exactly the same as this. It's bright coral, not neon, but lovely bright corally, pinkish, orangey, reddish colour, but more leaning to coral, but with a gold sheen to it, which I haven't got any other nail polish that's like this. It's one of those nail polishes that I can't stop looking at my nails when I'm out in the day. I'm thinking, oh look, the gold sheen showing up more. It's just, I'm not saying there aren't any dupes for this, just that I haven't got any, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of nail polishes of all different makes, and from the obscure, totally unknown, to the totally unknown, to ones that's really well known, to ones that you can't buy anymore because they're now obsolete, and I haven't got any in this particular colour. As I say, that doesn't mean that there's none ever been made like this, just that I haven't got any. So if anyone can think of one that's an exact dupe for this Essie's Funships, then please let me know, because I do like it. Yeah. This is what I'm using in the bath, and I think my nail polish matches it, so this is going to have to definitely come off tonight. It's done really well there. Yeah, it's done really well. Let's have a bit of photo.